So our little small town, I was so lucky, just had the most amazing high school teacher named Stephen Smallwood. And Mr. Smallwood ran.
I was gonna be like R.I.P., but I don't know. I don't know why.
No, he's still with us.
Is he still here?
He's still with us. Yeah, I talked to him.
Okay.
I actually talked to him last week.
Blessings.
We love him.
Yeah. Stephen's
Come on.
Mr. Smallwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Smallwood was the best. Is the best. He's still around. So
do you think he got made fun of for that last name though?
Joey.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
What? Where
All the
did your
time.
brain just go?
Smallwood.
I got it.
She got it, guys. She got it. Yeah.
There it is. Hey, dick jokes.
Hey.
So, oh man, God, this is okay. All right. So
It's okay.
I was like not good at any like sports or anything like that growing up. I was such a scrawny, like small kid. And so when high school came around, my like number one thing was I wasn't sure that I wanted to take home ec because if I did, I thought I would like get made fun of or picked on for being a boy in home ec. And one of the other
Wait, pause for a second.
Home ed.
This is another random thing. See, I feel like you're like 90 years old. We didn't have that. That seems I feel like your town
I had home ed.
I know. I feel like you guys are more on par with your childhood.
Yeah,
like
we had cooking and sewing, and is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
home ed?
my town was actually from the past. When you get to be out in rural Oklahoma, it doesn't progress a whole lot.
It's I love this. Like I'm so fascinated by this because I think I grew up in a town that moved too fast. So this is like shocking to me that you even had that as an option.
Well, you had like woodwork and mechanics.
Yeah,
and
but he was saying like,
stuff.
did you learn how to sew?
No. Well, I
no.
mean,
What did you do?
Well, they might have. I wound up not taking home ec, but it was a class that was like offered. Home ec was offered in like the 8th, 9th, and 10th grade or something like that. And it was an elective, right? You weren't required to take home ec. But I think that they went over stuff like that in the class. I just knew that if I was in that class, I would probably get made fun of. Like I never missed a day of school. I had really good grades. I was already riding the line of like being a nerd, getting made fun of, not good at sports. Like I didn't want to push it, I wasn't going to push my luck.
Yeah.
And so then there was speech and debate. And I didn't know anything about it. And I thought, okay, cool. Well, I'll sign up for speech and debate. And that was Mr. Smallwood's class. He was the only person who taught it. And so as a freshman, I got into this speech and debate class. And then one of the things that you could do is you could like learn a monologue or get in an HD or a DD, which would be a humorous duet or a dramatic duet. And you could have a scene partner.
Yes.
You could have a scene partner. And then what you would do is just love our teachers so much and people who volunteer their time, because Smallwood would go above and beyond and he would travel us. He'd get a bus, like a whole school bus, and our little Broken Bow drama squad would load up on this bus at like 5 a.m. and he'd drive us or have a bus driver drive us, a couple hours away to a larger city somewhere in Oklahoma. And we'd go to this drama competition. And all of the girls that I had the biggest crushes on were either in choir or speech and drama. And so,
alrighty then.
So the thing is like when you're a freshman, you're not in the senior level classes, obviously. And so the only time that you could be around any of those people was like if you got into those events, you had to like level up your game. And so I remember being a freshman, and I like had this guy I knew was gonna do a monologue, but then he backed out. And then at the last minute, they were like, "Hey, you do it." And I memorized the thing, and I went to my first contest. And I got third place at the contest. But
what was the monologue?
It was something that Dave Barry wrote way back in the day. I don't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom's impressed.
I am.
Thank you.
Dave Barry. Love Dave Barry.
Yeah.
Did you prepare it for us today?
Yes. Yeah. I wish I did. I wish I had it. But what sort of happened on this contest was this senior girl named Jennifer had flirted with me a little bit.
Good name.
Over the weekend. Yeah. And so Jen and I flirted a little bit, and that was like kind of a thing. And then I got to regionals because I got third place. Like third place qualifies you to go to the regionals. So weeks later, I go to regionals, and Jen and I are like flirting more and more in the meantime between this, and she's a senior, so I'm just like, oh my God. And
you're over the moon now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And my whole thing is I know that if I do really good at regionals, there's a chance I could go to state. And those are the times that I get to hang out with her, because like I'm not old enough to drive. And it's like you're not really going to be seen hanging out with a senior when you're a freshman in social groups, right? In high school. So I decide that I have to make it to the state competition. And the only way for me to do that is to get really fucking good at this monologue.
Yes.
So I knuckle down. I'm like, there's no way in the world I'm not going to do this. I have to be able to do this. Like I'm in love with Jennifer. Like I got to.
This is the best movie ever.
So I get to regionals. I'm a freshman. I've never done anything like this before. I get to regionals and it's huge. It's in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. And there's like, hundreds and hundreds of kids.
Sapulpa.
Yeah. Sapulpa. And so the whole thing is like, on a smaller contest, you might have like 2 or 3 rounds, but then at regionals, you might have 4 or 5 rounds, and each round it might have like 10 kids. So it's huge compared to these smaller contests. And I'm just like, there's no way. It's not going to happen. And in the meantime, like, this is also a sleepaway trip. And so like, so Jennifer and I are like sneaking out of our rooms and like making out at night. And I'm like, oh my God.
Sleep away.
It's happening, but I have to make it to state. And so I wind up getting to regionals, and I don't remember what I place, but I placed good enough to go to state. And the whole thing is like, you want to talk like real confident and act like you've been there before, right? Especially when like you're a young person trying to figure out sex. You don't want to come off too eager. You don't want to, come off surprised. You want to be calm and cool and confident. And so,
my mom's already laughing at you.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm still working on it. And so, long story short, as Jen and I are talking, because she'd like gone to state multiple times, and she was a senior. She was like known and well liked and great. She's very artistic. And so she, of course, makes it to state, and I'm like, oh my God, this is where it's going to happen. It's going to happen here. And so we make it to state, and I'm a freshman in high school, flirting with a senior in high school. Now we're at the state level competition, and I do not
like nervous. I'm like,
yes,
and I do not win state that year.
I just closed the laptop.
But yeah, bam, get out of here.
So disappointed in you.
But go ahead.
But
keep going.
Because of like all the work and all the tension and everything that I put into this monologue and this like relationship that I was like trying to build with this senior girl who like truly, probably had no business dealing with an idiot nerd like me. Sure enough, made it to state level. And that's where I had my first like real sexual experience, was in the dorms, in the dorms of a college, because that's where the high school kids were staying. So it started out as like a little hotel room. You'd have to sneak around to the little hotel room. And then you get to regionals, and then that's a bigger deal. And then college, I had to sneak across campus as a high school freshman to get to the dorm building where the girls were staying in, to chase my senior love. And I would have absolutely gotten grounded for that. Yeah.
Oh.
How did it end up going?
What do you mean you got grounded?
Oh, no,
he would have gotten
grounded. He would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it fondly. How did it go?
What up, dudes? Did you like this clip? Then obviously you're gonna love the show, so go check it out. You can hear the full episode now or binge the whole series wherever you get your podcasts. And if you really want to step it up a notch, come over to the party on Patreon. If you haven't already, also, please subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and, do all that YouTube shit. Love you guys. Bye.